So yet another Black Ops 6 update broke the game temporarily, but in a different way, revealing some more interesting stuff releasing in this game. We're going to focus mostly on zombies for this video, new game modes like Grief, other content. I also mentioned those BO2 DLC 5 leaks as well, which are so cool, and much more. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe for more COD update videos like this. But first, quickly got to mention this. Fortnite is out here defrosting Mariah Carey in the middle of their map, and Call of Duty can't get a working anti-cheat still. So, of course, as I said in previous videos, as I've said for almost several years now, ever since Fortnite came out, do I want this exactly in Call of Duty? Do I want Mariah Carey frozen on, any Warzone map or multiplayer or whatever, and we have to defrost her, then we have her dancing and singing All I Want for Christmas Is You? No, I don't want that. That would be cringe. That would be weird. But it just goes to show you how, nice Fortnite does everything. Very little issues. I'm not saying Fortnite is a perfect game, but there's never these lagging issues, cheating issues. There's always cool, funny, different events. Like, Call of Duty could do something like this, but in their own way, but they don't. And I think the holiday event was cool for Black Ops 6, but I feel like there's always this sense that they could do much more. They just don't for whatever reason. It's, development constraints from their budget, from the higher ups at Activision or now Microsoft. Is it just they don't really feel that this is necessary to do? I don't know what it is, but it just seems like Fortnite cares. And Fortnite makes a lot more money now. No, Call of Duty makes a lot of money, though. I don't know. But I don't know what it is. I feel like this would be cool, but maybe they did it as some type of survey where they realized, Call of Duty players do not care about this. But I feel like Fortnite always looks to be more fun, and I feel like Call of Duty could do this in a different, less cringy way. Maybe I'm coping, I don't know, but the fact that Call of Duty is out here, still trying to figure out how to get the anti-cheat working several years into Ricochet being implemented, and Fortnite's doing all this funny stuff, it is just really unfortunate. But before we break down some more stuff, the Black Ops 6 update that leaked out some pretty interesting stuff for zombies. Quick shout out to the sponsor, U4GM. If you need cheap COD points, rare Black Ops 6 unlock codes, BO6 mastery camos, BO6 easy lobbies, and much more. A bunch of stuff over there. Use code MAT for an extra 5% off. Links are down below. But here it is. The Black Ops 6 and Warzone matchmaking servers are now working again after an internal development playlist update was pushed live. Restart your game. The normal playlists are now showing, so this was a couple hours ago. It should be fully good now for all players, but here is what people saw. Obviously, very similar playlist, but just the development side of things, and it did reveal some interesting stuff. So what we're seeing here isn't too crazy. There were other menus, though, that, obviously got interesting. So I don't know if it says it here. No, it doesn't say it on this one, but Forward Leaks got a good screenshot of Gold Rush, which seems to be the internal code for Grief. Internal playtesting thing, accidentally going public today. Few things he could confirm. Grief is 1,000,000% coming back soon as zombies, likely for Season 2. Interesting. Mansion and Janus Towers will both be code names, launch names, potentially for upcoming maps in zombies. I don't know if that dig site is referring to these two. It doesn't sound like the dig site that got kind of teased at the end of DLC 1 would be codenamed as Mansion or Janus Towers. Those seem like probably DLC 3 and DLC 4 round base zombies maps, but we can't confirm that. Just leaks for now, of course, but very interesting stuff. Of course, again, we've gone through these before. That's the BO2 stuff we'll talk about. Yeah, the BO6 zombie game modes, this got leaked out a couple weeks back as well. Round-based, Grief again as well. Guided is already here with the Easter eggs. Turned was leaked out. Deadlight Cranked. Dingle Hells, I guess, is here in the game. Panda training course we have too. So, look, just because they're leaked in the files, as I've said for several years, anytime we talk about leaks, doesn't mean it's guaranteed to be coming to the game, but usually when we go through these leaks, they're most of the time fairly accurate. You might be slightly off as to what we're getting, but for the most part, when it's coming from actual code, it usually is pretty good. Now, when leakers say I have a theory or, I have some insider sources that something's going to release, but they're not basing it off of files and they're basing it off of, word of mouth from whoever knows about this, then that's where you have to be a bit more skeptical. But when it comes from the files of the game, it's pretty likely. Like, we knew a lot about what was happening for the launch of BO6 and the first update as well, all from the leaks. So, again, no guarantees, but Grief returning, that'd be so sick. And hopefully, again, you know, releasing it early, as I said, getting the most benefit, the most fun out of Grief. Having Grief release for Season 6 of this game is still cool, but the nature of Call of Duty is that you move on to the next COD when the new one comes out. So releasing such a fun game mode like we haven't seen in over 10 years now, like Grief, releasing it at the end of the game's life cycle would be doing it a disservice. So releasing it earlier, being able to play it on different maps throughout the year, I feel like that'd be fire. It seems to be very likely, so can't wait for that. Is Grief a game changer? No, but I feel like on this game it could be a ton of fun. It would have been really fun on Cold War. They kind of missed out with that one, but at least it returning here for BO6 is a W for sure. I mean, imagine Grief on like the Outbreak maps on Black Ops Cold War. I feel like that would have been so cool. Even having like a wider scale 16v16 Grief mode on the Outbreak maps and completing objectives and fighting each other and who can complete them faster, stuff like that. I had so many ideas back during Cold War, they never did. So seeing some of that maybe in BO6, that would be cool. Now, of course, again, just a quick look at the dig site here. We went through some, not early gameplay, but pretty much a preview outside of the map, because it's based in some area from Warzone. Not exactly, because they said they're going to do all original maps, but it could be loosely based on the same location in Avalon, right? So, again, can't confirm, but, you know, we'll see. I honestly, I'm not going to lie, guys. I hope it doesn't look like this. I feel like this is not the look I want for a Zombies map, but we'll see. Very early. We don't know for sure what's going to look like there. Got to go through this, though. Black Ops 2 pre-alpha build, going through the cancel DLC 5. Oh, this reminds me of being, man, like 11, 12 years old, watching the NGT Zombies videos. Before Black Ops 2 came out, I was watching those videos of him breaking down the leaks going into Black Ops 2. Before that game came out, I mean, holy, that was a time to be alive. Really a time to be alive. And then watching him throughout BO2, I tried to make my videos, kind of failed a little bit, but I remember hearing about this back in the day, you know, throughout this game's life cycle, and we didn't really know for sure what was real, what wasn't real, and all this stuff, and a lot of those leaks back then were fake leaks. There were so many fake map hack leaks back in the day, but this is real. This is so insane. So just to run through some of these clips here, I don't know if this is, I hope this is not copyright. Please, like, I'm really just doing this as a pure fanboy of, you know, Treyarch Zombies, especially BO2 Zombies. Like, seeing a map like 5, but with the actual BO2 engine, like, this could have been a legitimate remastered map for that game. I feel like that's so cool. So cool. Kino as well. If you actually listen to the videos, I'll link this guy's channel down below. Has the same sounds and stuff. This would have been so fire. And it's insane too, because back in the day, if you guys weren't around, if you're a newer player, maybe a bit younger, when Black Ops 2 came out, that is all anyone played. When COD Ghost came out, don't get me wrong, I grinded COD Ghost, but most of the community, including me at some point, went all the way back to BO2. BO2 Year 2 was a thing. I mean, we were just playing BO2. There wasn't extra content, really. We were just continuing to play BO2. So DLC 5 releasing during COD Ghost for BO2, that would have done so well and would have made them so much money. I mean, so much money. And even during Advanced Warfare, I grinded Advanced Warfare. Don't get me, I talk about this a lot. That's where I had my competitive COD. This channel was called Matters COD Esports News. I was playing GBs. You know, I was definitely an MP grinder. I was a jetpacker. But most of the community, including me at some point later on in AW's life cycle, still went back to BO2. BO2 was a 3-year-long Call of Duty at least. So having extra content like this for that game would have been so fire. Shino looks fire. Doris as well. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. There's so many instances where Treyarch, they were gonna release these maps and they just didn't for whatever reason. Didn't have enough manpower. The budget wasn't big enough to do it. The problem is, though, I don't think there was a lack of demand. you know, all these maps that, you know, BO3, the releasing the other, you know, maps that didn't get remastered in the first Zombies Chronicles. BO4, of course, releasing all of the other maps that got canceled. The Transit Buried, you know, Die Rise remakes that were supposed to come out, that got canceled because they had to work on Cold War. I mean, so unfortunate. So there's nothing you could do about it. It's never going to happen. It's not going to be the same. It is what it is, man. I just hope we do get that second Zombies Chronicles at some point, but it is just so unfortunate to think back that we could have had so many other cool map packs and crazy updates. You know, maybe you guys don't care. I mean, I guess a couple World at War and Black Ops 1 maps, who cares about that? I guess, you know, that's fair, but it would have been cool back in the day. It is what it is. So let me know down below your opinions on that. Subscribe for more Black Ops 6 update videos like this. Shout out to the members. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.